It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
51. Let's go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, let's go. It's time to crouch. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
No. Six.
Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
21.
Let's go. Hey, let's get
1, Omaha.
Slide. No. New draw quarter. Spud.
11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. It's caught. Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimum gain.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
21. Hey, foxtrot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there. Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3 down.
And they give this time to the tailback. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
First down, Panthers.
Ready? Look at that, ready?
54 miles.
20.
I'm coming out.
Ready?
On 1st down, it's Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws. Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help. I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
188.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, tight end.
Lock!
Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Running with Howard. Room here to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Rabbit. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". 3 buzz. 59, Mike.
12.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
59, Mike is 59. Mike,
Hey, exit.
push him back. Mike's 50.
Hey, alert.
Cut. Mike, check. 59.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Boston bulldozes past him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Key to tight end. You got 3 down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his... inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and very short, Newton. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now it's Newton. And the Niners tackles get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Eight. 56. I'm going to come back to you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. We got it. Greg. 56 to Mike.
To throw is Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 56. Go. Mike 56. In the face. Mike 56. Mike 56. It's been a long day for you. 20. 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
49ers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
56, Mike, 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
11. Hey, Haywood!
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Garoppolo, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Lock! Hey, seam 6.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Newton. And Thomas has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Boston, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Set. Get ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Alert 86. Alert 86. They pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw, Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. He'll try to run this one in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Here we go. 180.
I got it. Two times. You got three down.
Check. 21. Here we go.
On second down, it's Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
White.
56.
Hey.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Go. 11.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Hey, how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
65. 12, fellas, here we go.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
13.
48-yard line.
Hey, orbit. Black.
Check. 59.
Garoppolo now. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the screen.
12. 21. Bravo.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Hey, Echo. Protein spill.
On first down, they run with Howard. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now Howard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
General West.
Check. Fresno.
2.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
21.
56.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's it. 180.
From the 16, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. Boston, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Boston. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Throwing here, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down now, Boston. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, great.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boston. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Boston. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Newton now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment